when you're on set, that exact thing happens.
Dude, that
Pretty
like
much,
you get
yeah.
closest, you get closer
so
than close.
You get on
closer than
film
close.
sets.
Closer than
you
close.
get so close with people
And
for a month,
and then
see ya. Bye.
And it's not like that wasn't real.
Nope.
But it
was real.
all kind of circumstance based.
Yeah.
Not that like you didn't find things that you attached to, but I am friends with so few of the people I've ever worked with. I haven't talked to them in so long. Like,
I do a good job of maintaining a relationship, but it's like, yeah, there's a boundary. Work is just different. Like, I remember like me and Adam, like we got to get him on the pod. Adam Hicks from Zeke and Luther. We were like super tight. Like, I mean, he lived at my crib for like the longest, but then kind of after the show is just, it's just we're on different overall like paths, man. And go thrive. I'm gonna go over here and thrive, and it just is what it is. But then I'm trying to think of day jobs. I worked at a rooftop theater, like rooftop cinema club. Cool guys. Met some really cool people doing it. And I loved popping in, like you say, into this little environment. But as soon as I went home, I'm like, don't call me. Like if I see a ringer from those guys, I'm like, no, we're gonna talk when I get to
exactly.
work. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be picking up your call.
It's almost like you don't have to really think with work relationships. Like it's literally just like
Because you're there.
you don't have to do any
operate.
personal
You're
work.
there.
You don't have to add anything. There's boundaries already kind of put in place.
Yeah, time limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's a special thing to work relation. It's a special type of relationship, and it can evolve into lifelong friends.
It's like the relationship you have with your Uber driver.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Hey,
what a
man,
work
how's your
relationship
day? How you
is.
doing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Oh, that's so interesting. You're from where? Oh, cool. Bye.
Well,
I would know because I've taken more Ubers in the last 2 years than somebody should have to. But it really be like that. It's like, oh my gosh, you're incredible. Bye.
oh my
Have a
God.
great life. That's what I always say. Have a great life.
Live long and prosper.
all
know
the
what I mean?
power, all
Yep.
the love.
All the power, all the love.
Wow.
Dang. Have you
Yeah.
guys ever? Oh well, I think you said yes. I was gonna say in working relationships, have you ever had a relationship in a work setting?
Almost all of them.
But in work, like work. Oh, well, but you were with the 50-year-old. He's like all of them.
You mean in acting work?
In acting work.
yeah, but not at the scarf job. No hotties.
I had no intimate relationships at work.
Me either.
Wait, can I throw this in? I actually was sexually harassed at this office job by this old attorney guy who I got really close with and like definitely had like, you know how you have like a flirting style with people you're around. Like this was a really cool older dude, like was super smart, like just had a really interesting way about him. Super cultured. His office was awesome. Like whatever. Like we would just always have talks. And then slowly it kind of just started to cross a line and he would say things like he would get me food at the time, right? Because I was so skinny. And so he got me these hot dogs and he goes, I want you to eat this in one hand and have your other hand kind of exploring. And he would like do little things like that for the longest time. And then he would like just stare at me and I would just like after a while it's like, and he's like, I just like watching you work. And like then we got in an elevator once and I actually waited until he was gone for the day. And oh my God, like
Oh, sorry. Jeez.
it's so weird.
Sorry I had to deal with that.
No, but yeah, I was like, I really wanted him to be in the elevator and down before I got there, so I waited. But then somehow he was still at the
Lingering.
elevator.
Damn.
And so like we got in together and I remember he hugged me and also put his knee in my crotch and was like, how does that feel? And I just remember just being like, what do you have to do to get out of this? What do you have to do? What do you have to do? Like complete detachment. Just like, what do you have to do to get through this? And I ended up like leaving him with like this female like response of like, oh, I liked that in a way, even though like
you shouldn't have given him that.
just
I
saying
didn't
it to-
like, at all like that.
Yeah.
And like,
Keep the status quo. Oh.
it's just like a very strange and like shameful thing when you're just like, dude, I have like such a mark in my like life against people who don't really deserve it. But then when you're put in a position that you really don't want to be put in, like somehow you still make like the abuser feel okay, because like somehow you still don't want to make them feel bad.
Yeah.
And like I felt so fucking degraded. I hated that. And that was like one thing in an elevator, and I'm just like, it sticks with you. Like it's so degrading. And like, you're literally like, I'm at the mercy of this person. This guy was like 6'6", like a huge guy,
dude.
you know?
Yeah.
And like just like not even making any like I didn't push him off. Like I totally understand what girls mean. Well, you didn't push him off. You didn't say no. You didn't XYZ. But like,
you're like,
you know, and I'm like so
froze.
surprised that I could be a person like that.
Yeah.
And it just is.
Dang.
Yeah.
So sorry, dude.
Yeah. That is something that I like have definitely compartmentalized like a lot, because I actually felt incredibly vulnerable as a woman. And that's not something I feel like I've felt very often in my life, is like my sex. You know what I'm saying? As like, I haven't felt it in the world like that.
Yeah.
And like, it was awful. So fuck you, sir.
Yeah. For
Fuck
real.
that guy.
Yeah.
I know the majority of women I know have dealt with
Similar
shit like
experiences
this,
as
man.
well, yeah.
It's just like,
And that feeling of you take on the,
I didn't do
When
anything.
you
I
feel like you
didn't-
should have. Yeah.
Yeah.
but like, fight or flight or freeze. Like, you got put in a situation that was fucked. And like, you'd like to think
That you'd fight,
that you'd fight or draw a boundary, whatever. But like
you just sit there and
In
take
those
it.
circumstances where you're
in
dealing
those
with someone
circumstances, in
empowered,
an elevator, lawyer, in power
Yeah.
at your job, and physically
Physical
imposing,
danger.
Jesus,
Yeah.
dude.
yeah,
Yeah, that sucked.
I hate that.
Sucked. And dude, my heart goes out to any woman experiencing that in your workplace. Like that's not fair.
yeah.
And did you have to go back and like continue that job for a while?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And then you just avoid him as
No,
much as
I
you
tried to
can?
go back and like still play a role. And then finally when I quit the job, I texted him and I was like, you're a misogynistic fuck. You are a piece of crap. Don't ever fucking text me. Don't ever hit me up ever again. Like you literally are a misogynist. Like that's all you are. You talk to women, like you talk like that towards women that come in to see you. Like, you're just not as emotionally intelligent as you like put yourself off to be.
Yeah.
And you know, and it's like, what else are you gonna do? I was so fucking bored at that job. Like I was good at it, but there was not enough work to keep me there for fucking 6 hours.
Right.
But I needed like money. I was always trying to do something like helpful. I cleared out their entire downstairs storage room. Like when they were like, you could just be sitting here and answering the phone.
And you're like, but I'm bored.
I'm bored. And so like, it was fun to like cultivate that, but it
Yeah,
was
little
never
fun-
over the fucking line.
Nope. And didn't mean you were inviting
Exactly.
anything over the line
Exactly.
at a working relationship.
Exactly.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Whack.
Yeah, man. That shit's devastating. I hate learning how it's, I don't know, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5 women, like that deal with this in various forms of the spectrum multiple times. Like it's just crazy how fucking common it is. Devastating, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I think, okay, this is going to be like a weird analogy. Something bigger exerting its power over me is what I feel like when I'm handling a dog. Does that make sense?
Hold
on. When I have something smaller than me, or when I feel like I can like, I'm like, okay. Like
Are you fondling Lola?
I fuck with my roommate all the time, and I would say like I you know what I mean? I do things like, but we're also friends, so you know. But like I think the things that I'm bigger than, I like to go, but he wasn't doing that.
Exactly. You're going beep.
Yeah, don't rationalize it for him. Don't rationalize it for him. Yeah.
No. That man knows and enjoys what he's doing.
Yeah, and he knew that he waited.
He knew he waited for the
Yeah.
No. There are actual predators out there. It's fucked. And for some reason, people.
I don't know why that just made me like, I haven't thought about it in so long, and I was like, is this what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Crazy.
Because grief is that.
I
Man.
know.
It just gets in there, and it'll stay there until it's
that shame
time
will come out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And it's wild that then you have to work through the shame of like
Something
your
you
reaction,
Didn't do it. Yeah,
which is something I do often. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, man.
speaking truth to power, that thing, it's tougher than we make it seem.
Right. Yes. Yes.
I have shame around the times I've maybe watched, not sexually, but watched someone cross a line with someone, like watch someone be a little crazy or whatever to someone who clearly wasn't gonna defend themselves. And me not. Like,
Yeah, stand up for him.
Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. If you want the full episode, go check out the Ned's Pod YouTube channel at the link in the description. And if you want even more of us in your life, check out our Patreon. The link is also in the description. Thanks for tuning in.